Welcome back to part 3 of my Kingdom of Jerusalem Let's Play for Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms, the Crusades campaign. So, picking things up, we left them last time. Glad you all enjoyed parts 1 and 2 out over the weekend. I'll be releasing this series every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday going forward. So glad you guys are enjoying this glorious return to Medieval 2 content and this Crusades campaign. Do, as always, feel free to keep your comments, advice, tips, and tactics coming via the comment section. And if you're enjoying the content, feel free to leave a like. If you're not enjoying it, feel free to leave a dislike. Great seeing so many of you sharing your favorite Kingdom of Heaven quotes. I haven't had a chance to rewatch it yet. Have any of you guys had a chance to rewatch it yet? Definitely recommend the director's cut. I know I've mentioned that before, but it's just so much better than the theatrical version. Hopefully I'll get a chance to rewatch it at some point this week. But yeah, keep sharing your favorite stuff about the Crusades and everything else. It's been great seeing so many interesting comments and some of you sharing some of your favorite points about kind of the history of this period as well. In fact, I've got a question for you guys, and if you'd like to submit a question that I throw out to you guys in a future episode, I've done this with some of my series over the years, and I'm quite enjoying it, having like a bit of a discussion, a bit of back and forth, and just seeing what you guys discuss in the comment section. What if you could join a Crusader Holy Order, which would you join and why? Let me know in the comment section. Anyway, let's kick off the gameplay. We've got King Baldwin the Honourable here, poised to take Alia, although I was also considering going after Crown Prince Al-Adil and this other army here, kind of strike them while we could see them. However, I have decided that I'm actually going to go for Alia first. One, to try and short my position, so I've got a bit of a more defensible position if these guys keep advancing, but also because I want to get the reward of this mission. It's 5,000 florins, which is pretty good for us right now, and we need to keep investing in our cities, our castles, try and get more economic infrastructure built as well. So I think going for that would be pretty good. So I'm going to go for Alia. I'm also hoping that will actually draw these guys in towards King Baldwin rather than them swing up towards Jerusalem, because if they swing up towards Jerusalem, then we'll probably have to fall back from Alia and pull back here. Although I should be able to gather enough troops. Balian, the defender of the kingdom, is gathering up as many troops as he can right now as we can afford to. So yeah, I'm going to push forward here, although really hoping that Egyptian assassin, he's only got 2 points of subterfuge, so he shouldn't be able to kill my king, right? So let's send Baldwin down here. Let's go 2 rams, 3 ladders, 3 rams. Let's do that. It's all good. Let's keep my spy nearby these armies. But yeah, I didn't want to attack these guys and then kind of get caught out and sort of overextended. I'd rather secure our territory and like do a slow and steady push against Egypt rather than getting caught out. Because I think if I keep pushing, then I either got a long trek back, or so I don't really have the supply lines to keep sending up more troops right now. So I think this is the better option, considering we've got that mission as well. We've got Hugh over here. Let's send the cavalry back to Karak. Can actually be retrained. Let's do that. We've got these guys heading back to Jerusalem, which can probably be retrained. Not yet. We could get some more Frankish axemen because they're good with the armor piercing, so we'll throw that in there. Although now Hugh can't place a watchtower. That's fine. We can get him into position to place another watchtower here just to keep an eye on our eastern border. But I don't expect much to suddenly appear through here. If the Turks come towards us, I imagine they'll march up along the river valley there. Although I am sending Perkin off. We were going to kind of mix our forces and sort of not really bother with too much cavalry from our Templar force and our Tripoli force to start sieging down Damascus. I'm not gonna rush in there. I'm gonna wait for them to sally out against me. We don't need to, as long as we've got it sieged, we don't need to rush to push any further east. The only time we'd have to press the siege, I think, rather than waiting to siege it down, would be if we desperately needed the money, or if we needed to send some troops south to help out down here, which might be the case. But I think just to save some of our troops, if we can just siege it down, we're in no rush. We're all good. We're patient Crusaders. Right, let's grab. And I was thinking about, do I merge these guys up? But you know what? If I'm going to siege them down, I'm not going to do any merging. I'll merge after we've taken Damascus, because I'm also kind of hoping by then that will give me a few more turns to build up some of the garrison quarters, I think it is, that I need. That will allow me to get more Templar sergeants, yeah. then I can at least replace that kind of reasonable spear infantry. Which obviously we've got in here. We've got those mercenaries as well. We'll send them out. The crossbows. You know what? We'll send the Crusader Knights with this force, and we'll leave all the cavalry. So hit Damascus with that. We will build equipment just in case we have to press the attack, I guess. Yeah, let's go 4 towers, 2 rams. That's fine. That's still happy. What agents have we got in there? We've got a merchant. Glassware, no. Weapons, no. I mean, assume all of this, like, immediately around us is not going to be worth much because it's right next to us. But there's some reasonable stuff up here, actually. Yeah, let's head up there with my merchant then. That's all good. Give us a little idea. I think, you know, we're not... I mean, thankfully, merchants don't cost us anything. But I think it's going to be a bit more of like a slow burn compared to the Scotland campaign.
Yes, my liege.
Where merchants were bringing quite a bit. I mean, I don't think we'll get quite up to those high heights of merchant income in this campaign, but we'll see. They're still worth doing when we can get them out, because they recoup their recruitment cost after a couple of turns. So that's fine. And there's plenty of resource on this map. Right, yeah, how many space have we got in this army? Okay, we've got a few still. Archer-wise, I don't really need too many more. You guys are all pretty beaten up, aren't you? Is that enough? That leaves space for someone to lead. I mean, we could have you in there, but you guys were saying it's chivalry apparently that dictates kind of the boost to public order and growth is what I'm thinking of. So let's pull you in here. That's fine. Remember Tripoli, you siege them down. That's fine. Oh, where'd I get that extra bit of money from? Complete space, that's fine. Put you on there. In you go. Oh, I know what it'll be. We were retraining some, weren't we? Must have been. We moved them all out. That's fine. Or likewise here. Yeah, probably some of the archers. We can retrain some of them. Queue them all up. That's fine. As for Prince Guy, I am going to let him siege that down for 4 turns again. Save our troops where we can. I'm in no rush. I don't think there's any other rebel settlements, are there? Well, how much the wine's worth? I'm just going to send you out over there so I've got some vision on it. Oh, there's wine here. Let's see. Oh, there's 2 rebel settlements here. Oh, totally didn't clock that. That makes sense. Right. My assassin. Yeah, I was going to send you down here to try and take out that assassin. Name thy target, sire. Other than that, we are all looking good. Let's end the turn. Oh, what's that? Antioch getting pushed back. Now, merchants moving in. Will their armies follow? They are. So this is kind of what I hoped would happen, is that I'm drawing them to me. I'm getting to kind of pick the site at which they'll press the attack. Now, these guys, I'm pretty sure they're still spaced out. But we do have night fight, so I can pick them off one by one. King Baldwin. I'm not gonna take anyone for adoption. We should get him married, though, if we get another option for that. Enter report. Population overall. Okay. So there is this army coming on up. I think what we can do... How far can you go? You can go and hit Jerusalem. That's fine. Can you guys get over? Yeah, so I can shuffle you guys over from Kerak to Jerusalem. So what I'm going to do, because I can see Ascalon's in their path, I am going to...
Sire.
I think... Well, I mean, the cavalry, we could sally out with some of them, actually.
Sire.
So we'll leave them there. I'm going to send the infantry from Jerusalem, because they won't be able to press the attack straight away.
My lord.
I'm going to send the infantry from Jerusalem to bolster Ascalon.
By your command. My lord. Sire.
Actually, nearly a pretty reasonable army, actually.
Hail my king. My lord. Sire.
With those guys, could I actually press out to meet them? I could do, but again, I'm going to draw them into my territory and then I'm going to counter them.
Orders.
Send these guys to Jerusalem.
Yes, sire.
And then what I'm thinking is, if they siege Ascalon, we ride out to break the siege with a mighty host of cavalry.
Orders.
Although it's not quite as much cavalry as I'd hoped, because we've left some in here. I could bring these guys. Constable of Jerusalem. I might bring you down.
By your command.
We can, okay, we can get some more Templar Sergeants. Good. I feel like I should probably get another priest out here. And I think we'll get another spy, actually. Maybe not. Just so I can get some more knights to bring on over.
Hail my
Be
king.
back into Karak. Although actually we should be able to press this siege now and get 5,000, so that's good that we can get more recruitment. Although I probably should spend it in more economic stuff. That's fine. We're gonna start attritioning, which is all good here. Let's send Perkin over. Okay, we can see more rebel settlements. Okay, so we might want to try and press the attack at Damascus. That's going to be a slog, though. We should wait until they come out to us.
Hail my king.
Although, with that much cavalry, I'm definitely going to need to pop some cavalry units in. Otherwise, they're just going to give me the runaround. I don't really want to lose too many more of my Knights Templar. So probably try and recruit some more Knights of Jerusalem and send them in, if we can. Where'd the assassin go? Don't actually know. Take out that merchant. Let's do that. Snake. Oh no, they're different. Are they different ones for the Crusades? Amazing. Oh, we just set fire to his house and burn him. That's brutal.
An experienced assassin is more likely to kill his target. He can also...
Thank you. Where did that assassin go though? That they had. Did he try to assassinate me and fail?
Hail my king.
Where to, sire? With discretion.
Yeah, constantly sending more forces.
Sire. Of course, sire.
Yeah.
With
Loop you back
discretion,
round.
I am spent, sire.
At your service.
Oh, yeah, I didn't move you last time, did I?
On my way.
Move you down here.
I shall continue tomorrow, my lord.
Shall I deal with the competition, sire?
I could just rush you out over here, because the further I go away, the more value I should get. So, let's just try it with you. It's all good. Right, nothing for it, but to fight to take Alia. That'll give us 5,000 florins. We need to minimize our casualties here, though, so that we can then turn around and strike these guys. Won't be sending my cavalry charging on in. It's going to be down to the infantry. In we go.
As you will, my king. To battle.
Let's do it.
Muster your courage, men. We march into battle. The time for battle has come. But it is not my way to send men into needless peril or throw lives away. Be assured, I will not ask any more of you than I would ask of myself. I ask only that you fight with honor and do not turn your back to the foe. Together then, we will have victory, for such is to my taste and my custom in battle. Our foes are rebels and traitors. They deserve nothing but the edge of a blade upon their stinking necks. And a sword is a merciful end to them, for they should face the gallows. I see the foe dare not fight us man to man, but must rely on a woman's stratagem of throwing things at us. You know me. I have slain many heretics, pagans, heathens, and malefactors for our mother church. I stand with you now as a man of war, your general, who would lead you to another victory in God's name. Let us go forth and conquer!
Let it begin.
Your siege equip.
Right. Can we deploy against the other side of the map? It's annoying we don't get full envelopment to be able to set up. I mean, I could set up another round to go round that way. Try and harass them with cavalry that way. Because I can't bring these walls down with the ram. That's fine. Tell you what, yeah, I'll send these guys around with that unit here. So they've got a little bit of an infantry force. Because we've got loads on ladders. One that side, and then the other two on this side. If we can get like away with just having to merge like two of the swordsmen, that should be fine. And yeah, we'll probably have to put these guys in loose spacing, even though it makes them less effective, but likely worth doing. Right. For God. For Jerusalem. For glory. Take those walls. This is what I miss most, I think, from... I mean, there's several things I miss from more recent Total Wars. I mean, I still enjoy Warhammer 3 and some of the more recent historicals to a degree. But sieges in Medieval 2, they don't feel like a chore, they feel like a challenge. And that's what I think you miss in like Warhammer 3 and other Total Wars of the last 4 or 5 years or so. they feel more of a chore, so you tend to avoid them or just auto-resolve them. Also, something I really enjoyed in my Scotland campaign was the opportunity to do like defensive siege battles. I feel like you never really get them in more recent titles. And there's something just so satisfying about a solid siege defense. Also, it's really nice to see troops instantly go through the gate rather than start spreading out and automatically going up ladders and stuff like that and getting stuck with pathfinding.
Today, we've captured the enemy's walls.
How we doing? We've smashed these guys up on the walls. Oh wow, really smashed them. Get that cavalry. I don't think they're going to get a full and proper charge off. Go, go, go. That cavalry's already started to break. It's the Arab light cavalry. Send them in. Okay, finish these guys off the walls here. Nice. Fortunately, there's no other way to flank on route. Well, we can go that way, can't we? That's where we'll send these guys. Go, 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 men. They didn't put anyone in here to slow us down. I mean, they did hold some back because I could see them coming that side. 10% again. My goal is going to be 15% losses. Getting flanked round behind them. That should help. Archers, I'm going to tell you guys, come off loose spacing. Come here, or I could put you up on the walls. Well, I tried that in my Scotland campaign, and I kind of couldn't get them to then turn and fire that well. Like, into the settlement. Send them in. What are you guys doing coming around that way? Oh, it's because you guys lose spacing. Lovely. Bring him down. Go, go, go. Knights of Jerusalem have come. Warriors of the Holy Cross, charge. surging forward now. Finish them. What remains of their archers getting wrecked by my own. They would like saying, we await your command. It's kind of getting some Space Marine vibes. Oh, my cavalry decided to get stuck in as well. I think it's just that I gave them the move order. That was the only place they could move to. And I've just selected them all and told them all to just get stuck in. Pretty much all we can do. I can move that unit up here to try and get a proper flanking action on them. Otherwise, I'll just tell my archers to try and do their best. What I'm actually going to do with these spearmen is pull them right to the flank. If I can, they might accidentally start attacking these guys, but if we can get around and flank them, that'd be lovely. Then it also means I can potentially pull an infantry unit around to go in from the flank, if the pathfinding will let me do it. Oh, they're in loose spacing, that's why. And charge. And that should finish them off, disrupt them. 14%, yeah, so my goal of 15% will definitely hit that. Hopefully we'll have a couple of percent healed.
My lord, our men are in command of the castle.
Out of interest as well, because I've seen a couple of comments about this as well with one or two of you, I think probably highlighting again kind of what adds to the challenge in these older Total War games is the lack of the more modern replenishment system where you can just select units, and if you've got the gold you tell them to, well, I say the more modern, I've been playing Empire Total War as well, so the replenishment system in Empire is, and onwards for a bit, is if you've got the gold, you select the units you want, you're in friendly territory, you can hit replenish and they'll take a turn or two to replenish. And then obviously in stuff like Warhammer and again other games around that, I think was it Thrones of Britannia that first brought in the kind of mustering system. Essentially you don't have to pay any gold for replenishment, but they replenish, your troops are replenished by a certain percentage amount based on varying different factors within your own territory over time. I think the replenishment system in Medieval 2 and again same in Rome 1 kind of makes it a bit more challenging, is that if you want to retrain troops or if you want to kind of heal them up after battle, you either have to merge them with another depleted unit to get a full strength unit out of it, but then you get that at the cost of losing a unit or losing some men from another one, or you have to kind of send back your weakened forces back to a settlement to slowly but surely be retrained. I guess the change to replenishment also has been changed over time to make the game flow faster and kind of keep the pace up a little bit more, because I guess otherwise it does slow it down a little bit in the system in Medieval 2. But what do you guys think? Which system do you prefer? And do you think there's merit to a Medieval 2 style system coming back in a future title? Or do you think it should be the more modern system but maybe tweaked and adjusted? Let me know. This is kind of what I like coming back to these old Total Wars. It sparks all these questions and thoughts about like the design of current and future Total Wars, what we'd like to see. So we got some heals in, that's good. We lost 282 total. They're obviously wiped out. I think that's pretty good. That should give us still plenty of forces to strike the Crown Prince. You know what? I don't think I'm going to bother sacking the settlement. Such a small population there. Yeah, we're obviously getting good population growth. We can instantly upgrade it to a castle, which I think probably would be a good idea. I'm going to do that straight away, although probably actually I should get the church in first. Then I wanted to look to see... It's a mustering hall there. It's not going to get me more... it's this. Garrison quarters. We need to wait another turn for that acre. You got City Watch. I think it was Tyre. Yeah, garrison quarters for more Templar sergeants. Perfect. Definitely want to get that in there as well. Tripoli, Town Guard. That doesn't let us do stuff. Land clearance. How is your religion? Like a church, probably. But then could we fix it by just popping out a priest at the same time? I kind of feel like that's a middle of the road fix. Right here, we're going to need a small chapel. Upgrading you. I assume as well a priest would be beneficial. All the priests, please. Getting the merchant wharf. Mustering hall, then we can do the castle. It gets up to that, but let's get land clearance in there first for growth. Rack. Oh yeah, I was hoping to recruit more cavalry, wasn't I? That's fine. If I don't bother with a priest here, we'll get one next turn. Then I should be able to get another cavalry unit out from here. Or from here. Let's do that because that's a bit closer. Nice. I could send the mounted sergeants over as well. Let's do that. It all helps. Right. We'll probably... I mean, we should be able to face both of these armies, I'd have thought. And break them. It's a castle. We probably need to leave one troop behind, but we might... Oh, I was about to say, we might be able to recruit some mercenaries, but only if we could ransom the enemy. Let's jump on out with our full strength then.
As you command, my liege.
Okay, so we've got both of them coming in. We're going to do a night attack though to cut off their reinforcements. And just face the Crown Prince on his own. Yes, these are the religious fanatic troops they get as their infantry. They've got plenty of cavalry, which either we can try... either we can go toe-to-toe with, or we can lure them into my spears, although my infantry line's going to struggle a little bit. We have some archers. Missile damage is 7. I think we just rush towards them again as we have been doing. We'll try and draw them to us. Right, in we go.
Glory to your name, sire. We attack. I think you all know my quality, men. I would not lead you onto the field of battle without good cause. We are not here to dance and cavort or pavan. We are here for the grim business of killing. I promise that I will make sure it is our foes who do any dying that is needed. All I ask of you is that you fight like men possessed if needed. Our Egyptian foes should pray to their god. As shortly they will be judged before him. We will send them all to heaven or hell soon enough. Our lack of spears must be made good by our courage. And I see the enemy have many horsemen. All the better for them to escape, I'm sure. I have fought long and hard in the service of our Lord. My sins have long since been washed away in battle, fighting his enemies and those of Mother Church. This battle will wash away your sins too, if you fight with courage and with the Lord's name on your lips. Units, await my orders.
Leave them on flaming shot just because it looks cool to start with on a night battle. Those totally historically accurate flaming arrows. Yeah, we're gonna have to split these guys, aren't we? Yeah, I don't have... What I'm going to do is try and overwhelm one flank, which is going to be the left, because we've got this little hill here. So it leaves our right flank exposed, but that's fine.
Knights are the supreme form of cavalry on the battlefield, and are at their strongest when charging. Repeatedly drive them into your enemies until they are defeated, but avoid charging them headlong into spearmen.
So actually what I'm going to do, because I've got my cavalry all up on one side, I'll place my spears to watch the right. And we'll have the squires holding the left, because we've got the cavalry watching our left as well. And we learnt the big hit to fatigue in our previous battle, so we'll take our time. Jerusalem marches on. Oh, but they are not hanging about this time either. Okay. That's scuppered. Yeah, we'll take our time. AI says no. Pull them back. It's because they're pushing forward aggressively with their archers. Steady. Give them a volley. Burn them all. A saying for every occasion. Send in the knights here quickly. Catch the desert cavalry. Instant break. I'm going to try swooping in against their missile troops that they've left there. Left them out, but without much protection. Lance is down. It's then broken. Okay, pull back. We don't need to go into the enemy's lines yet.
Is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory
Hold them
will be ours.
With the cavalry here. Pin them in place while I maneuver the rest of my cavalry round. Three, 2, 1, push in. Broken and fighting to the death. Turn on the infantry if we can. Try and create a space for these guys to actually get out. That's the general's bodyguard. The crown prince. Support the rest of them there. Taking a little bit of a hammering. Get my general round. Crown Prince trying to break our line again. go, broken them.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Completely missed the enemy general, but goes into the cavalry. Completely missed the enemy general, went into the Ghazis behind. Is he trying to make a break for it for safety? Yeah, I think they've just given up. They're in full retreat. Yep, they pull back. Again, something I kind of like that the AI does in this. Yeah, sure, it's frustrating, but the AI knows kind of a little bit more when it's a hopeless cause and tries to get out of there and save some of its troops.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
And we'll be able to catch them. The army will survive.
Cowardly foe runs. All of Christendom will
We lost 141. They lost 702. Got 417 remaining. We should be able to still give chase them, though. Accepted. Yeah, I'll keep my chivalry. Okay, so that's kicked him out there. Of course they'd accept troops. Well, actually, no, we didn't capture him, did we? But proven commander, nice. Shame we can't catch him, though. Are we now stuck here? Oh, no, we can push them back as well. Try and break that army. And then we'll need to get some troops, all my whole force back there. I mean, I should be able to get some Sudanese tribesmen, mercenaries, if not. Would have been nice to be able to chase them down, though. Tactical withdrawal. I mean, I can probably still go for him, keep my spy on him, because there's nothing too much else here. We've got to be... I think we've probably got to have maybe 2 armies to be able to push on Al Suez. So that we can kind of hold it and look to push. Or, failing that, of course, actually. No, we just sit on that bridge. We don't even take the settlement. We sit on the bridge. But for that, we definitely want some artillery, because you guys know how well catapults, catapults and bridges go.
Hail my king.
Still got that one to go.
Hail my
Guy,
king.
got 3 turns there. Everything else though is going in. That's fine. Another one of those there, please. Yeah, I cancelled your priest, so we'll get that one back in. Get another unit of militia. Just to hold. Lovely stuff. Right.
Hail my king.
Have another battle here.
Will my king to battle.
In we go.
Muster your courage, men. We march into battle. The time for battle has come. But it is not my way to send men into needless peril or throw lives away. Be assured, I will not ask any more of you than I would ask of myself. I ask only that you fight with honor and do not turn your back to the foe. Together, then, we will have victory, for such is to my taste and my custom in battle. Our foes today are masters of falsehood and trickery. These Egyptians doubtless have plans to win the day, but they are fools to believe that they can prevail against brave men. The enemy horsemen may be a problem, as we have few spearmen. But courage will be our answer to their attacks. And finally, as a man of wit and learning, I tell you that a book can be of much use before battle. Particularly if your bowels are loosened. I do not recommend Tacitus, though. The pages of his works are not soft on the nether regions. Let's away!
Ah, the classic Tacitus remark.
Units, await my orders. Heavy cavalry!
Yes, my cavalry
Heavy cavalry!
is going to start struggling. I know this map. We've fought on it before. So I know how I will deploy. Oh, no. Yes, actually, I think I have fought on this map, but our deployment was much further forward. Our deployment was up here, and the enemy deployment was up over this ridge. If it is the same map, or it's just very similar. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll still deploy up on the right, actually, because I'd like to take the high ground. I'll have the use of it. So cavalry all on the right. So spears will hold the left. Then we'll have all the infantry in the center and to the right. Well, that's actually not far enough over. That's good. And then archers behind that. My king behind them.
One way to avoid being flanked is to kill off the enemy force attempting to flank you.
Really?
Cavalry are best used to intercept enemy flankers, and heavy cavalry are better than light cavalry.
Who'd have thought? Yeah, normally I like to have my archers actually in front of my infantry if I can afford the time to do so. Just because it's the way their firing system works in Medieval 2. I mean, it feels like it's a more accurate shot when they're firing kind of forward rather than doing arcing shots. Mameluke archers, we need to bring them down. Okay, we get charged. We just need them hooked in and pinned. Don't go too far around. Yeah, I'm not messing about, sending the general in as well. Maximum damage. The Arab cavalry coming in. Should probably use a wedge formation actually at some point to really drive into the enemy. That's it. Push through, push through, push through, push through.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
No. Pull back, pull back. Get him. There he is. Calm down, lads.
The enemy general has no honor.
Smash them there.
He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Yeah, our push is gone after this, though. Our infantry are spent. Our knights are spent.
Enemy force remains.
Got one unit remaining after this. Reinforce one unit of cavalry completely.
The enemy army flees
There we go.
the field.
We'll try and continue.
Hunt them down.
Get a few more of them. I'm not going to catch them. I can turn around and hit these Mamluk archers if I'm lucky. A little bit of an interception. 81%. I don't know if that's enough to wipe out the army. But we also might get the chance to ransom them.
With great speed. Charge!
Saw the cavalry coming. We're like, nope. They're down.
We await your command. Heavy cavalry. Charge! General's bodyguard. Charge! This is a clear victory. The
14%.
ghosts are only men of great virtue and valor.
Probably shouldn't be ransoming them, but I'm going to offer it. They don't have the gold.
Glorious victory. Hail my king.
Right, well, Baldwin should be able to get back in, along with the cavalry.
Leaving the rest side.
We pull the rest of the army back. But there's their assassin,
Someone removed, sir.
so I need him gone.
Name thy target, sire.
Name my target. Yeah, so we've got to be a little bit careful because we don't want to get now bogged down here.
Hail my king. My lord.
So we need to be able to break this advance that's coming and send some reinforcement. We've got more knights here that if we don't need them for Balian, we can send on down. Right, I should have just enough time for one more end turn. See where things lie. Ready for the next episode, part 4, which will be out on Wednesday. That was quick. Barnaby Rogers. No thanks. New mission. An emissary to the Turks. I've got my diplomat over here, so I'll just send you there. Oh, we could have a chat.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
Loads of recruitment done. Has that broken our economy? No, it's still good. Yeah, I was sending you over here just so I could see what that wine might be worth if I had my merchant selected. 32, no. Okay. There's going to be a much lower merchant value in this campaign, it would seem.
Go no further this day, sire.
Oh, right, we've got loads of resource. Bishop. We've gained a new bishop. Got a nun and a deacon.
Yes, your highness.
It's going to boost. Yep. Which will help with our control. Right, the army has come straight there. So what we're going to do then is have Balian lead a mighty host of Crusaders to strike them down. Jerusalem is ready to upgrade as well. Just waiting for that to finish. Then we'll need to save some money for that. The sooner we can get Jerusalem upgraded, the better. Their forces are just continuing to come and go after us. Let's just see if we can take out this assassin. We're setting his house on fire. Is that the only assassination option we have in this campaign? Just burn him. All right, Mad King Ares.
Need someone removed.
Use you as a spy just to make sure nobody else is coming. So the Crown Prince, he's there, and he's getting... I think it's because these are jihad forces technically, aren't they? So they can just instantly kind of recruit more forces, more troops. So it is going to be a pretty hefty tide of forces. So while we see them out and about, we should probably keep on striking them if we can. If we get bogged down, then we're going to start struggling. Oh, 50. Has this one just got worse? Because it was 40% before. Oh, let's give it a go.
Shall I deal with the competition, sire?
It failed, but he didn't die. Okay. Well, I reckon I need to send these knights down here. But Do we... I don't... If I press the attack with it... I could press the attack with this army and leave the king here. Or I could pull the king back, meet up with those knights as an escort, and maybe send Hugh down in his place. Build up some fresh force. Leave this army here to hold Alia, to draw the enemy in, to slow their advance down, and send the king back to build up a new host and leave these guys here to defend. As Balian can lead the charge up here. 5 turns after Damascus. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be trying to rush into the walls with all that cavalry there. Stuff behind is going to be murder in the street, so yeah, we'll wait till they sally out. Same here, take our time. In fact, we'll send these ships back here so I can see the other territory. Nicosia. The Egyptian Navy's there, so we need to be a little bit careful. Right, well, we'll pick things up from here at the start of the next episode by assembling an army with Balian. Until the next one, hope you've enjoyed, take care, and ciao for now.